Kia ora. My question for you today is, do you like to get things right? There are many ways in which we can get things right or get things wrong. What shows up for you? Do you notice when you're talking to people that you like to say the right thing? Maybe in your relationships, you might say the wrong thing and they get upset. How do you know it was the wrong thing? Is it wrong when the other person gets upset? How do you know? You might get things wrong in your job, make a mistake in the numbers, make a mistake in the words. How do you feel? What happened when you were a child at school when you got something wrong? Maybe you got something wrong in maths or in English. What happened to you then? Or maybe at home when you were even younger, you had to do something right. You had to set the table right. What happened when you made a mistake and it wasn't right? How did you feel? It's a really interesting area to explore because there are so many ways to think that we're right. Are we right for ourselves? Or is what we think is right for everybody? There are so many ways to make mistakes. Big ones and little ones. And how do they affect you? I don't know where you fit into this, but there are two main types of people to do with getting things right. One type of person likes to be righteous and have things morally right, which for them means it's right for everybody. No discussion, no negotiation, just being right for everybody. One of the things that they might think, they might believe is not right, is to feel or get angry. Getting angry is just not right. So don't get angry. Don't even feel angry. Just stuff it way down because they know what's morally right. I know someone who did get angry with somebody once, and later on they apologised for getting angry. Not for the words they used. The words they used were right, but they apologised for getting angry. That can seem a bit strange. I don't know what that's about. The other type of person who likes to get things right is the person who doesn't like making mistakes. That was definitely me. I don't want to make mistakes. I didn't want to make mistakes. Not so bad now. I didn't want to make mistakes because somebody would criticise me, somebody would judge me, somebody might even get angry with me for making a mistake. Even though when I was young, of course, I was just learning to do things like set the table. But there must have been so many of those examples when I was little that built up a very strong resistance to making mistakes, to being wrong. So therefore I developed strategies to try and get it right. I developed a strategy of being super prepared for anything. So being a bit of a perfectionist, and any sort of work that I did, any sort of writing or speaking, had to be right. Working really hard, making an effort so that people would not criticise me or judge me, or criticise or judge whatever it was that I'd done, whatever piece of work I'd done or written, because that was actually personal if they did that. It can be really, really strange and limiting of your life if you don't want to make mistakes because you're scared of what the response from somebody else might be. Much better to be free and not worry about mistakes. And it can be stuck in the subconscious and just carries on, even though we might not even think about it, might not even necessarily be aware of it, of trying to avoid the mistakes, of trying to avoid something, getting something wrong in somebody else's eyes. And it can be, I don't know, it's like pulling you down, really. Not allowing yourself to be free, not allowing yourself to explore and be adventuresome and try things out. I've been developing a sense of what is right for me, regardless. Back in January, I did a water fast. I did 7 days on water. When I came home, I did 28 days on juice, following the water. And that was right for me. It felt right for me. And there were lots of comments from other people about it. I mean, a lot were encouraging, but it was interesting what came up. So right now, I don't know what's coming up for you or what you've noticed in your body as I've been talking, or what you've thought, or what you've realised. But regardless of all of that, let's just stop right here. Let's just relax together. And to start off with, you can notice your body, because if you want to relax all parts of you, it starts with your body. So just allowing your body to be comfortable. And if it's not, you can shift around, just so that your body does get more comfortable. Sometimes it's good to just stay in one position for a few seconds, just to check it out, because sometimes when we move, it's uncomfortable just for a moment, and then it becomes comfortable. That same thing can apply to other things too. When we shift our position and our opinion on what we think, it can be uncomfortable just for a moment, and then it sort of sinks in, and it's okay. So right now, just noticing what's in your body. Maybe there are some areas that are a bit tense or tight. And I get tight in my chest if I make a mistake, or if I cause somebody else to be upset. Just momentarily these days, but it's still there a bit. So just noticing. Maybe there are parts of your body where you feel comfortable, totally relaxed already. You can be tight and tense and relaxed and calm all at the same time. Bit of a mystery that, when we allow it and open to it. Then you can notice your breathing. Just notice how the breath goes in and goes out. In and out. And just in noticing that and continuing to notice that, you can just allow yourself to relax now. Your lungs will continue to do their job. Maybe previously you've judged how they've been doing that job, because you might breathe shallowly. How do you say that word? Sometimes when you're tense. But regardless, the lungs continue to do their job. And it's really useful to focus on that out-breath. It's useful in different ways. One way is that when you allow all the air out, right down till there's no air left in your lungs, the air in, the breath in will take care of itself. And that can be very useful sometimes, to just notice that, to allow all the air to go out. And then the in-breath will take care of itself. And another thing to notice about breathing out is that maybe each breath out is slightly longer than the other one that you just took. And even the next breath, the following breath, might be even just slightly longer than the previous one. And as you notice this, it can just be like this breath is supporting you to relax now, deeper inside. And as this is taking place, I don't know what you're aware of, but whatever you are aware of, whether it's a sensation or an emotion or a thought or a sound, that can be a signal to just continue to drop deep inside. And there may be a little bit of feeling it's unknown, not knowing what's here inside. But it can also be familiar, because it is dropping inside you, not going anywhere strange. It's dropping inside you. And you can go deeper and deeper into this ever deepening space. It's in you. And as you do drop deeper, you might notice it becomes quiet and safer. And here, in the very depths of you, there can be awareness of what you really want in your life. If you didn't make mistakes, if you didn't need to try and be morally correct, morally right, what would be here for you? What would be here in the deepest level inside you? So beautiful to notice. And just be with it for a moment. And allow this to permeate all parts of you. And then, very gently, you can allow yourself, your awareness, to come back all the way to your breathing, all the way to your body, wherever your body is. And then you can continue to just be with what's here right now. And I'll leave you to